Have you ever felt the weight of loneliness pressing down on you, even in a crowded room? Or maybe you found yourself scrolling through social media, comparing your life to others, and wondering why you don't feel as fulfilled as they seem to be? If so, you're not alone. In The Art of Being Alone, Renuka Gavrani offers a refreshing perspective on solitude, transforming it from something to fear into a powerful tool for self-love and personal growth. This book isn't just about being alone. It's about learning to thrive in your own company. It's a guide for anyone who has ever felt lost, disconnected, or unsure of their place in the world. Gavrani's words are a gentle reminder that solitude isn't a punishment. It's an opportunity to reconnect with yourself and create a life that feels authentic and meaningful. Chapter 1. Solitude is a gift, not a curse. Let's face it, our world is obsessed with connection. From social media notifications to back-to-back meetings, we're constantly plugged in, constantly surrounded by noise. And yet, despite all this connectivity, many of us feel more disconnected than ever. Have you ever found yourself scrolling through your phone, not because you want to, but because you're afraid of being alone with your thoughts? If so, you're not alone. But what if I told you that solitude isn't something to fear? What if I told you it's one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself? In The Art of Being Alone, Renuka Gavrani challenges the idea that being alone is a failure. Instead, she reframes solitude as an opportunity, a chance to step away from the chaos and truly listen to yourself. Think about it. When was the last time you sat quietly without distractions and just let your thoughts flow? For many of us, the answer is too long ago. We've become so accustomed to filling every moment with activity that we've forgotten how to simply be. Gavrani shares a deeply personal story about a time in her life when she felt utterly alone. After a painful breakup, she found herself surrounded by well-meaning friends who encouraged her to get back out there and move on. But instead of rushing into a new relationship or drowning her sorrows and distractions, she made a bold choice. She decided to sit with her emotions. At first, it was uncomfortable, even terrifying. The silence felt heavy, and the loneliness was almost unbearable. But over time, something incredible happened. She began to notice the subtle whispers of her own heart. She discovered a sense of peace and clarity she had never experienced before. This chapter is a powerful reminder that solitude isn't just about being physically alone. It's about creating space for self-discovery. It's about giving yourself permission to feel, to reflect, and to grow. Gavrani's story is a testament to the transformative power of solitude. It shows us that when we stop running from our emotions and start embracing them, we open the door to profound personal growth. But let's be real, this isn't always easy. Sitting with your thoughts can feel like staring into a mirror and seeing all your insecurities staring back at you. It's uncomfortable and it's messy. But here's the thing, growth doesn't happen in comfort zones. It happens in those messy, uncomfortable moments when we're forced to confront the parts of ourselves we've been avoiding. So, how can you start embracing solitude as a gift? Here are a few practical steps. 1. Start small. Set aside just 10 minutes a day to sit quietly with your thoughts. You don't need to meditate or journal unless you want to. Just be present with yourself. 2. Create a safe space. Find a cozy corner in your home where you can retreat when you need some alone time. Make it a place that feels calming and inviting. 3. Practice self-compassion. If sitting with your emotions feels overwhelming, remind yourself that it's okay to feel uncomfortable. Be kind to yourself, just as you would to a close friend. 4. Limit distractions. Turn off your phone, step away from social media, and give yourself permission to unplug. This is your time to reconnect with yourself. Solitude isn't a curse, it's a gift. It's a chance to slow down, to breathe, and to rediscover who you are beneath all the noise. It's an opportunity to cultivate a deeper relationship with yourself, one that will serve as the foundation for everything else in your life. As Gavrani so beautifully puts it, solitude is not the absence of connection. It's the presence of yourself. So, the next time you find yourself alone, don't rush to fill the void. Instead, take a deep breath and embrace the gift of solitude. You might just find that the answers you've been searching for have been within you all along. Chapter 2. Self-love starts with self-awareness. Let's talk about self-love. When you hear those words, what comes to mind? Maybe it's bubble baths, face masks, or scrolling through Instagram posts with uplifting quotes. And while those things can certainly be part of self-love, Renuka Gavrani invites us to dig deeper. In The Art of Being Alone, she reminds us that true self-love isn't just about pampering yourself. It's about understanding yourself. It's about knowing who you are, what you need, and what you value. And here's the kicker. Self-love starts with self-awareness. Think about it. How can you truly love yourself if you don't even know yourself? It's like trying to bake a cake without a recipe. You might end up with something sweet, but it probably won't be what you were hoping for. Self-awareness is the recipe for self-love. It's the foundation upon which everything else is built. Gavrani encourages readers to use their alone time as an opportunity for self-reflection. She suggests keeping a journal as a simple yet powerful tool for exploring your thoughts and feelings. Writing in a journal is like having a conversation with your inner self. It's a chance to ask yourself the tough questions. What makes me happy? What drains my energy? What do I truly value in life? For example, Gavrani shares how journaling helped her uncover a pattern in her relationships. She noticed that she often put others' needs before her own, leaving her feeling drained and unappreciated. Through self-reflection, she realized that this pattern stemmed from a deep-seated fear of rejection. Once she became aware of this, she was able to take steps to set healthier boundaries and prioritize her own well-being. This chapter is a powerful reminder that self-awareness isn't just about identifying your flaws. It's also about celebrating your strengths. It's about recognizing the unique qualities that make you who you are and learning to appreciate them. Gavrani encourages readers to use their journal not only to explore their challenges, but also to document their wins, no matter how small. Did you speak up for yourself at work? Write it down. Did you take time to rest when you needed it? Celebrate that. These small acts of self-love add up over time, creating a stronger, more confident version of yourself. But let's be honest, self-reflection isn't always easy. It can be uncomfortable to confront the parts of ourselves we'd rather ignore. It's like cleaning out a cluttered closet. You might uncover things you forgot about or didn't even realize were there. But here's the thing. Just like a clean closet, the clarity that comes from self-awareness is worth the effort. So, how can you start cultivating self-awareness and self-love? Here are a few practical steps. 1. Start a journal. Set aside a few minutes each day to write about your thoughts and feelings. Don't worry about making it perfect. Just let your thoughts flow. 2. Ask yourself questions. Use prompts like, what am I feeling right now? Or what do I need most in this moment to guide your reflection? 3. Celebrate your wins. Make a habit of documenting your achievements, no matter how small. This will help you build confidence and recognize your progress. 4. Practice mindfulness. Take a few moments each day to check in with yourself. How are you feeling? What do you need? This simple practice can help you stay connected to yourself. Self-love isn't a destination. It's a journey. And like any journey, it starts with a single step. That step is self-awareness. By taking the time to understand yourself, you're laying the groundwork for a deeper, more meaningful relationship with yourself. As Gavrani so beautifully puts it, self-love is not about being perfect. It's about being honest. It's about showing up for yourself, even when it's hard. So, grab a journal, find a quiet spot, and start the conversation with yourself. You might just discover that the love you've been searching for has been within you all along. Chapter 3. Alone doesn't mean lonely. Most people equate being alone with feeling lonely, but Renuka Gavrani challenges this notion. She explains that solitude, when embraced with the right mindset, can be one of the most empowering experiences of your life. Learning to enjoy your own company isn't just a skill. It's an act of self-care, independence, and emotional strength. Think about the last time you saw someone dining alone at a restaurant. Did you feel a little sorry for them? Maybe you assumed they had no one to be with, that they were lonely. Now, imagine yourself in that same scenario, sitting at a table for one, eating in silence with no one to chat with. Does the thought make you uncomfortable? If yes, then you're not alone. Our society is wired to associate solitude with isolation. We grow up believing that happiness is tied to social interactions, that eating, traveling, or even watching a movie alone means we're missing out. But Gavrani flips this belief on its head. She argues that choosing to be alone doesn't mean you're lonely. It means you're comfortable with yourself. Imagine walking into a cozy cafe on a weekend afternoon. You order your favorite drink, pick a quiet corner, and take out a book you've been meaning to read. There's no need to make conversation, no social pressure, no one to impress. It's just you, fully present in the moment. Sounds peaceful, right? This is the kind of experience Gavrani encourages us to embrace. When you start seeing solo activities as opportunities rather than burdens, your perspective shifts. You no longer avoid being alone. Instead, you seek it out as a way to recharge, reflect, and grow. Spending time alone isn't just about relaxation. It's also about self-discovery. When you remove external distractions, you get the chance to reconnect with yourself. You start understanding your thoughts, emotions, and desires more clearly. Here are a few solo activities that can help you appreciate solitude. Dining alone. Instead of feeling self-conscious, treat yourself to a meal at a nice restaurant. Savor the flavors, observe your surroundings, and enjoy the experience without distractions. Solo travel. Traveling alone pushes you out of your comfort zone. You make decisions for yourself, navigate new places, and build confidence. Journaling. Writing down your thoughts helps you process emotions and reflect on your journey. It's like having a deep conversation with yourself. Taking a long walk. Whether in nature or through city streets, walking alone allows you to clear your mind and appreciate the beauty around you. Watching a movie alone. No need to compromise on movie choices. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy. Choosing to be alone when needed is a form of emotional maturity. It means you don't need constant validation or company to feel complete. Many of the world's greatest thinkers, artists, and leaders have credited solitude for their creativity and clarity. From Albert Einstein to Virginia Woolf, solitude has been a powerful tool for self-growth. Gavrani reminds us that being comfortable in our own company builds self-reliance. When you stop fearing solitude, you realize that you don't always need someone else to make you happy. You have the power to do that yourself. Alone doesn't mean lonely. In fact, the ability to enjoy your own company is one of the most freeing experiences you can have. Whether it's dining alone, traveling solo, or simply taking a walk by yourself, these moments of solitude can become opportunities for growth, peace, and self-discovery. So, the next time you find yourself alone, don't rush to fill the silence. Embrace it. It's in these quiet moments that you truly meet yourself. Chapter 4. Letting go of external validation. One of the biggest obstacles to truly enjoying solitude is our deep-rooted need for external validation. From childhood, we are conditioned to seek approval from parents, teachers, friends, and eventually society. A simple compliment can brighten our day, while a single negative remark can ruin it. But as Renuka Gavrani points out, placing our self-worth in the hands of others is a dangerous game. The desire for external validation isn't entirely bad. It's part of being human. We naturally seek acceptance because, historically, belonging to a group meant survival. In today's world, however, this need often takes an unhealthy turn. We start relying on social media likes, compliments, or the opinions of others to determine our worth. Have you ever changed your outfit because you feared what others might think? Or hesitated to share an idea, worrying about judgment? These small moments reveal how much control external opinions have over us. Gavrani encourages us to break free from this cycle and build confidence from within. Imagine your self-worth as a house. If you build this house on external validation, it's like constructing it on sand. The moment someone criticizes you or withdraws their approval, your foundation crumbles, leaving you feeling insecure and lost. But if you build it on self-acceptance, it's like having a strong, solid foundation. No matter what others say or think, your confidence remains unshaken because it doesn't depend on outside forces. This metaphor is a powerful reminder that the only validation you truly need is your own. How do you know if you're overly dependent on external validation? Here are a few signs. You frequently seek reassurance. Do you often ask others if you look good, if your work is good enough, or if they're happy with you? You feel anxious about others' opinions. Are you constantly worried about what people might think of your choices? You hesitate to be yourself. Do you hold back your true thoughts and feelings to avoid judgment? You feel crushed by criticism. Even minor negative feedback affects you deeply and stays on your mind for a long time. Recognizing these patterns is the first step toward letting go. Breaking free from the need for external validation doesn't happen overnight, but small shifts in mindset can make a big difference. Here's how you can start. 1. Validate yourself first. Before seeking approval from others, ask yourself, do I approve of myself? If your decisions align with your values, that's all that matters. 2. Limit social media influence. Social media thrives on external validation, likes, comments, and followers. Reducing screen time and detaching your self-worth from digital approval can help you regain confidence. 3. Embrace self-reflection. Spend time alone, journal your thoughts, and reflect on your personal strengths. The more you understand yourself, the less you'll seek outside validation. 4. Practice saying no. People-pleasing is often a result of seeking validation. Start saying no when something doesn't align with your needs or values. 5. Redefine success on your terms. Instead of measuring success by external recognition, define it by your own standards. Did you improve? Did you learn? Did you stay true to yourself? That's real success. When you stop relying on others to tell you your worth, a beautiful transformation happens. You become truly free. You start making decisions based on what's right for you, not on what will earn approval. You feel more at peace, more in control, and more content with who you are. Gavrani's lesson is clear. Your self-worth should never be in someone else's hands. Build your house on self-acceptance, and it will stand strong, no matter what storms come your way. Chapter 5. Creating a life you don't need to escape from. At its core, the art of being alone is not just about solitude. It's about designing a life that feels so fulfilling, so aligned with your true self, that you never feel the urge to escape from it. Think about this. If you didn't have to impress anyone, Your family, friends, colleagues, or even strangers. How different would your life look? So much of what we do is shaped by external expectations. We chase high-paying jobs, buy things we don't truly need, and follow paths that society deems successful. But at what cost? If your life feels like an endless cycle of obligations, stress, and exhaustion, you might be living more for others than for yourself. Renuka Gavrani challenges readers to pause and reflect. Are you living a life that fulfills you, or one that merely looks good to others? Gavrani shares the story of a woman who seemed to have it all: a high-paying corporate job, an impressive title, and financial security. Yet, she felt empty inside. Every morning, she dreaded going to work, and every evening, she numbed her dissatisfaction with distractions. One day, she asked herself a simple yet powerful question. If no one else's opinion mattered, what would I truly want to do? The answer came easily. She had always loved painting. Quitting her corporate job wasn't easy. There were doubts, fears, and moments of uncertainty. But once she started dedicating her time to art, she felt a deep sense of purpose. Even without the high salary or the societal prestige, she was happier than ever before. Her story is a reminder that solitude can be a powerful tool for self-discovery. When you remove external noise, you start to hear your own voice clearly. If your current life feels like something you need to escape from, whether through vacations, distractions, or constant busyness, it might be time to make a change. Here's how. 1. Ask yourself what you truly want. Take away all expectations and imagine. If money, opinions, and fear weren't factors, how would you design your life? 2. Identify what's draining you. What are the parts of your daily routine that make you feel exhausted, uninspired, or trapped? Recognizing them is the first step to change. 3. Prioritize joy and purpose. Start incorporating activities that bring you joy, whether it's creative work, spending time in nature, or learning something new. Even small changes can make a big difference. 4. Let go of the fear of judgment. Making bold choices often comes with criticism. People may not understand your decisions, but remember, you're the one living your life, not them. 5. Embrace the discomfort of growth. Creating a fulfilling life isn't always smooth. There will be struggles, uncertainties, and moments of doubt. But discomfort is a sign that you're growing. Solitude isn't just about being alone. It's about reconnecting with yourself. When you spend time alone, away from distractions, you gain clarity on what truly matters to you. The more you embrace solitude, the more you realize that your happiness isn't tied to external factors. It comes from living a life that feels real, fulfilling, and aligned with your deepest desires. Gavrani's message is clear. You don't need a life you have to escape from. You need a life you genuinely love. And the journey to creating that life starts by tuning out the world and tuning into yourself. Practical application. Embracing the art of being alone. Understanding the importance of solitude is one thing, but putting it into practice is where real transformation happens. If you're ready to embrace the power of being alone, here are a few simple but effective steps to help you get started. 1. Schedule solo time. Life gets busy, and solitude often takes a back seat. Make it a priority by setting aside 15 to 30 minutes each day just for yourself. Use this time to journal your thoughts and feelings. Meditate and practice mindfulness. Simply sit in silence and observe your surroundings. This practice helps you build comfort in being alone and fosters self-awareness. 2. Try a solo activity. Many people avoid doing things alone because they fear judgment or discomfort. Challenge yourself to step outside your comfort zone by doing something you typically do with others, such as watching a movie alone, enjoying a meal or coffee at a cafe, taking a walk in nature, exploring a new place on your own. The more you practice, the more you'll realize that these experiences can be incredibly liberating and enjoyable. 3. Reflect on your values. Take a moment to write down what truly matters to you. Ask yourself, what are my core values? Am I living in alignment with them? What small changes can I make to create a life that feels more authentic? This exercise helps you make decisions that serve your happiness rather than external expectations. 4. Limit social media and external noise. Social media can make you feel like you're missing out or not doing enough. Try taking a break from scrolling, unfollowing accounts that make you feel inadequate, setting daily time limits for social media use. Use the extra time to connect with yourself, pursue hobbies, or simply enjoy your own company. 5. Celebrate small wins. Growth happens in small steps. Celebrate every moment where you enjoyed a meal alone without feeling awkward, said no to something that didn't align with your values, spent time alone and actually enjoyed it. Recognizing these wins builds confidence in your ability to enjoy solitude and reinforces the idea that being alone is a strength, not a weakness. Being alone doesn't mean being lonely. It means being comfortable with yourself. The more you embrace solitude, the more you'll discover your own strength, clarity, and inner peace. Start small, be patient, and watch how this practice transforms your life. Conclusion. The Art of Being Alone is more than just a book. It's a guide to self-discovery, self-love, and personal growth. Renuka Gavrani's insights remind us that solitude isn't something to be feared. Rather, it's a powerful tool for transformation. When we learn to enjoy our own company, we unlock a deeper sense of purpose, confidence, and inner peace. Instead of seeking validation from the outside world, we begin to find fulfillment within ourselves. If you've ever felt lost, lonely, or disconnected from your true self, this book is a reminder that you already have everything you need inside you. It encourages you to let go of societal expectations, embrace solitude as a path to self-awareness, create a life that feels genuinely fulfilling. So if you're ready to embark on this journey, find a quiet space, pick up a copy of this book, and let Gavrani guide you. Because the most important relationship you'll ever have is the one you build with yourself.